Every time you forget to record an outro, somewhere a kitten dies. I know the reason why you picked this comment, Diego. Today I walk into an Apple store, but they do no windows, so I left. LOL. LOL indeed. I am Vanguard Rivera, and 42 likes proves that I like Jaime, but fine. That's right, it's that time of the week. I am Jaime Rivera, this is Pocketnow, and this is the Pocketnow Daily Recap, your comments for last week. On Monday, the topic was the Samsung Galaxy F, the fact that Samsung was quote-unquote a little desperate to launch it. We were given a February time frame, and I asked her, do you really think that Sammy is that desperate? We had 318 comments. I think it's a mistake for Samsung to introduce another line. They should focus on their S and Note premium lines, bringing all new improvements to them. My concern is that there will be features we want, but in the line that does not work for our use case. Then the consumer ends up having to compromise. Here's the thing, Samsung has been focusing on those premium lines for years, up to the point where the design hasn't really changed in a while, and that formula hasn't really worked, so I totally understand why they want to do it, but I totally get your point. Yes, definitely entry, first generation products are, they're an issue. The cool thing is you don't have to buy it. You could buy an S next year, which is what I would do with my money. Wait for that first batch of products to make consumers go crazy, and then buy generation 2. The slowdown was expected. There really are only so many people in the world, plus devices are lasting a lot longer. Now, actually, that's not necessarily accurate. There's companies are already preparing for the next billion people that are going to be connected. And these people are from emerging markets. They're not from the high-end markets. And therefore, that's one of the main reasons why companies are betting so strongly on mid-rangers, because Africa is becoming a market. India continues to grow significantly. Latin America has grown tremendously as well. And that's where people are investing, and people in these countries can't buy expensive phones. So, yeah. Samsung worry makes total sense. Think about it when moved from Nokia, Motorola to Samsung. How long before we moved on to OnePlus and Huawei? I think what you're saying is Huawei. Well, it all depends on how well these companies compete. And I feel companies like OnePlus and Nokia, oh man, they're fighting really hard. Then on Tuesday, the topic was the Samsung Galaxy S10 and the rumors of, wait for it, 6 cameras. 4 in the back, 2 in the front. I asked you, what do you think the company's thinking of with this? And we had 314 comments. Sammy's finally going to add the X-ray camera I've been asking for. Oh my god, I should have read that before. I should have prepared, but fine. Alright, 6 cameras. I'm sure even then women will not like their pics. Alright, these were good picks, man. Yeah, definitely, that's a good one. Can you imagine, is there going to be like a special bathroom pic camera? It's going to be an X-ray, 3D holographic night vision selfie camera. Selfie camera it is. Then on Wednesday, the topic was, again, the Samsung Galaxy S10, because it's going to take over the news very often going forward. We heard of separate launches, CES and MWC, and I asked you if you thought that was a good idea. We had 375 comments. Samsung will launch the S10 line at MWC. However, I don't think it's smart to create so many variants of the same phone, especially if 2 of them will get the same screen size instead of one being smaller. I do believe that Samsung will launch different variants, but I don't think they'll launch on every market. The smartest idea would be to launch just 2 variants with the same bells and whistles, only with size differences and at a competitive price. That would be, I don't know, it's just the way the market behaves is so different, and it varies depending on country, up to the point where we see even flagship phones launched in different markets like India with different processors just to be able to keep the price down. And so, I don't know, man, it's a very difficult way to, I think that these companies are, I'm not saying that they're doing the right thing, because obviously there's no such thing as a perfect approach, but I feel that what they've been doing has a point. They should really reveal all of the devices all at once. That would be, I don't know, I think that you're saying they should pull an Apple. Like, for example, they announce the XR, the XS, XS Max, but then they launch one first and then the other one later. That's actually not a bad idea, true. Then on Thursday, the topic was Huawei's foldable product. We saw some trademark names, and I asked you what name do you think the company should pick. We had 490 comments. Because Foldy McFoldface was already copyrighted. Yeah, fine. Huawei Bender, or Huawei Bendy, or Huawei Clam, or Huawei Book. Huawei Book. That's actually not a bad one, because they have MateBook, so the Huawei Book. Yeah, or the Smart Book, something like that. Hey, it was my idea, Huawei. It should be called Huawei Notebook. True, I mean, why not? But that's the thing. Like, I feel that should fall better into like if it were larger. Like, for example, I feel that an iPad feels like a notepad. The design makes it feel like a notepad. So yeah, that's the reason why iPad made so much sense. So I feel that it will all depend on what the product feels like when it's done. And then finally on Friday, the topic was the Samsung Galaxy F. We talked price tags. A possible $2,000. I asked you what you thought. 425 comments. I actually hope that the new foldable Samsung phone have something like an S Pen included, since it will be a larger template and could have some benefits. Dude, that would be the selling point. If they bring the S Pen to this product, it's gonna be genius. Why would someone buy a $2,000 tablet for watching Netflix at home when they can have a 40+ inch TV with Netflix these days? Think about it, dude. If you're in New York City, you'll see just how many people are mobile, so it makes sense to me. No, not at a price of $2,000. I would expect to get... God. No, not at that price. For $2,000, I would expect to get a hooker with it. Dude, that is one expensive hooker, man. You've got some fancy taste. But the point about it is, okay, tablets are currently costing $350. There are some tablets from Amazon that are really even $80. So if that foldable phone costs anything over $1,000, forget it. It's DOA. That's my opinion. Enjoy your hooker, man. Remember to record outro, please. That's it for the Pocketnow Daily Recap. Thank you so much for watching. If you want your comments to be featured, keep them short, stick to the point, and try to get some thumbs up. It helps us spot them a lot easier. You can also follow us on social media. Subscribe to both our channels, English and Spanish, for more videos like this one. You can also follow me on Twitter, Jaime_Rivera, on Instagram at Jaime Rivera. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I'm Jaime Rivera. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next week.